fade.
Well, take us to Bangkok and tell me about these renderings that you shared with us. This is a debut. No one has seen these. You're sharing them with us first and foremost here on Real Talk. And we've got these beautiful, how is it different to design in Bangkok than in Los Angeles?
Well, it's interesting. This is a very urban site. But in addition to that, the way people live is a little bit different. And in this house, there's maybe more staff than there would be in a house in Los Angeles. So you have
Right.
to think about the interaction. And also for this particular client, they do a lot of work from home. So dealing with people coming to the house and how do they interact with them and layering. So that's like one huge difference. And then also just dealing with the climate, and which is a little very humid and very hot compared to where we are, where it's kind of dry and warm. So thinking about that and thinking about how space will be used, when they'll be used at time of day, and then just learning to work with a totally different set of local consultants. And,
everyone's dying in the comment section over the roof. They're like, wow, the roof, nice roof. Tell us what was the inspiration for the roof.
you know, I had this thing. I was looking out the window in a
Look at
hotel
that.
in Bangkok, and there are all these beautiful temples I could see in the distance, and I wanted something with a lot of movement. And I was thinking about music. I don't know why, but I was thinking about music and notes, and that I started scribbling these forms that would kind of interact with each other over the different parts of the building. And yeah, it's working out.
And then you go inside and you're using that outdoor, indoor element again with this space. You have the kind of these floating staircases, which I've seen in, I saw it on Blue Jay Way, and you've brought that to Bangkok. Was there anything that this client wanted that you had not done before, or did they say, I want just a McClean in Bangkok?
It's funny. What's great now for us is obviously people approach us, they like what we do, so they've already liked our work, so that's a huge help. So we know that most likely we're going to be successful if we come up with an idea. We hope, at least. We're starting a project in Dubai right now, which is kind of difficult for me because with COVID, because normally we want to sit with the client at the beginning, and the original intention was to go over and spend some time with them. And the same thing happened with the Bangkok project. You get to know people, get a feeling for them, try and sense what they really like. So now we're going to be doing that blind with this type of thing.
Oh my God.
Video calls. But it's just interesting seeing, like, people, like, for example, in Bangkok, the kitchen, there's a lot of help with cooking, and a lot of back of house cooking, and a lot of spicy and rich cooking, fabulous cooking, but it's also stronger aromas, stronger smells that people don't want to have permeating through the house. So they love the open kitchen concept, but the open kitchen's more like, a microwave and a bar and a place just to lay things out.
And you need a lot of land in Bangkok to build a McClean, right?
We're fortunate that this is a pretty big piece of land for central Bangkok.
That's amazing. And let's go back to Los Angeles, where this was sent to us by Shots by Owego. And this is what you're working on here in LA. You've got 5 projects on Laurel Way.
Yeah, it's funny how sometimes they come in groups. I don't know why that is. It's like we have one street where we have 5 houses, and then crickets for, like, the next hill, and then suddenly 5 again. So.
All right. Well, moving on, we're gonna play a game.
Oh dear.
That architect. And audience at home, I want you guys to join in. This is not an easy game. But join in, leave your comments in the comment section below. There is a delay, so we'll try and talk through it with clues. The first house is in Los Angeles, West Hollywood. Do you recognize it? I went to a dinner here once. It's wood and glass. It's in West Hollywood. I'll give you another clue. It's on.
Is it Schindler?
Is it Schindler? Does anybody have a guess in the comment section?
It's far away, Alexander. I can't really see it.
Well, then you'll be really good if you get it correct. And I will say, you're correct. It's Schindler. Yes.
I hope so. I'm a big fan of, the early 20th century architects in California. So I hope I get some of these right.
Okay, moving on. Whose house is this?
That one is easy.
Do you like this house?
I do because it's not my personal style, but I'm a big fan and I've met him a few times and he's a wonderful person and I think he's done amazing things for architecture. So this is Frank Gehry.
That's correct. It's Frank Gehry's house. And where did you meet Frank Gehry?
I met him at an event a while ago. I've actually met him twice. I met him at a wedding, which was great because I got to sit and talk with him.
Yeah.
And that was a few years ago. And we had a really long conversation. And I met him at an event recently. And he is very witty and very funny and has always got a lot of interesting things to say.
Well, you're very affable too, Paul. I have never heard anyone be like, I hate Paul McClean. He's such a loser. You know,
well, they just don't tell us that, but they say behind my back.
Moving on. Next one. This is a hard one because it's a blurry photo and it's far away.
It's the Eames house.
Oh, he's 3 for 3, people.
Just don't ask me real estate questions, but these ones I should do okay.
Real estate, I won't ask you. You guys, I'm sorry we're going so quickly because he's so good at it. So
well, I studied this at school, Alexander. You know, so
here's a hard one.
Mm.
This is Los Angeles. It's in Bel Air. It's one of your favorite architects, according to your book.
It is a Neutra house, I think. Oh, wrong?
No, it's a big Elwood case.
I haven't seen that one. That one is beautiful.
It's really beautiful. I know. I picked it out. Let's go to your home country. Ooh. Do you know this house? Producer Alexa said this is a very famous house in Ireland. I was like,
oh my gosh. No, I do know it's from the end of the 1900s. And is it Ruskin? I'm not sure.
It's
no, Sheehan and Barry. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm way off.
And we're gonna do one more. Actually, we'll do 2 more. This one, very famous in Los Angeles.
Yes, that's Lloyd Wright, I think, isn't it?
It is a Lloyd Wright. Yes, you are correct. Not Frank Lloyd Wright.
Right, Lloyd Wright, the son.
But his son.
Yeah.
All right, let's take another question from the audience. We've got everyone wants to know about the one, but we're not going to talk about the one because we have so much other things to talk about.
It's so close to being done that I think we'll wait till it's done and then we'll talk about it.
Let's wait till it's done. What's the most underrated, forgotten item when it comes to functionality, in particular in designing a home? What do you think is the most underrated or forgotten item?
Underrated or forgotten item?
Yes, from Mr. Bondock.
You know what I think what's most interesting is that it's amazing that if you live in a conventional home or anywhere really, if you've got a roof over your head with nobody on top of you, like you can go to Home Depot and buy a skylight for like $1,000, install it and completely transform a space. Completely.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, I think that's something that people always forget about when they're looking at a space. Why is this small and dark? You don't even need a big skylight, just a little one. It can make a huge difference.
I agree. A skylight makes a world of difference.
It's an easy one, you know, relative to other. Like in terms of bang for your buck, it's one of the biggest things you can do.
Okay, here's a good one. What house that you've designed would you want to be quarantined in?
Well, I like being quarantined in my own house, which
no, it can't be
great. But now it can't be in my own house.
Yeah.
That's really tough. I mean, I think I would like, you know, not one of the over large ones, you know, because I'd be lost if I was quarantined. You know? I do like the house on the corner of Tanager that you know, is owned by Calvin Klein. I think that would be a really nice house. It's just a nice scale. It has some nice entertainment space. It's got a nice yard and a pretty roof deck where you can get out and, you know, see things a little bit. So that would be a good choice. You know, I like them all, you know, they're like my little children, you know, so
they are like your little children, but you understand that they grow and they change and they're not
they
so
do.
So I love that about you. Amir says Bellagio. Luxworld says great question. Which out of all the celebrities who bought one of your homes, which one would you most like to have dinner with at the house?
That's really tough. I would like all of those opportunities. And I know I'm being coy, but they're all so different people, you know? There's been, Gosh, that's really hard. I mean,
I would absolutely say Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, wouldn't you want to have dinner with
of course, we have dinner with Jay-Z and Beyonce. Of course, that would be fun. You know, we worked with Halle Berry. She was fabulous to work with. I always she's really fun person. So that would be fun too.
All right, let's ask a question that relates to the industry. You deal a lot with permits, permit issues, going around the city for permits. Here in Los Angeles and Bel Air, some of the toughest places. What is your advice for realtors on working with permits? How do we get around, how do we cut through that red tape? Like,
don't overpromise. Would be the first
good one. We do that in PR too.
It's exactly. It's getting harder and harder, and I think we've been very creative over the last 10 years with ideas about what we can do. We work a lot with a company called Crest Real Estate, Jason and Stephen Summers.
Yes.
Those guys are absolutely amazing geniuses for coming up with ideas which stretch the limits of what you can do on lots. But, you know, they keep getting smart to us and keep, you know, some of our ideas just, they don't work anymore. So I think the biggest problem where this all comes from is that it's getting harder and harder because they're limiting more and more grading. And so we can't put more of the program below grade, which is a great way of building the amount of program on a lot. And that's limited now. And the land is so expensive that people want to try and build as big a home as they can just because it makes sense, because they're investing so much money. So it's a challenge to fit it all on the lot.
I agree. Well, we'll take one more question and then we got to wrap it up because you've got houses to build. And you've got people to talk to. One more, you guys, just so I can hit it home, you've got to get his book. I have it on my coffee table. It's amazing. You can go to his Instagram to grab it, or you can also just go to Amazon. But if you go to Paul's Instagram, you get a signed copy. So, like, your choice. Last question is, what design should die? What design element do you think you don't want to see in any house or any of your houses?
Whoa, you know, what if I say something that someone loves and, you know, we put it in 10 years ago?
It's okay. It's Instagram, but no one will remember.
Avocado green bathrooms? No.
I love avocado green couches.
It's on its way back in, probably.
I love that.
No, I think, you know, for me personally right now, I'm kind of over the long linear fireplaces, which are so much fun for so long, but it's just every house that we see has one now, and we're trying to be, and it's getting harder because especially in California we have so many environmental regulations, so we're very limited in what we can do for fireplaces, and we love fireplaces, so we're trying to find different ways of doing them and working with the companies that make the long linear ones to do something different.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, that is what's so great about being in your industry, is you really create the trends and kind of are able to shift what people will emulate in their houses later. I have to read this comment. Aslyn McKnight says, "It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Paul McClean. I'm a huge fan.
Thank you so much.
And I'm studying architecture in the UK."
Wow. Well, good luck with that. You know, I mean, it's you know, so long as you love it, if you enjoy what you do, whatever it is, you'll be successful.
Okay, Paul. So it's 2020 now. In 2030, last question: where do you see McClean Designs? What do you want to be building in 10 years from now?
I want to be building better houses. You know, I want to keep improving. I'm hooked on homes. I have been since I was a little boy. I'm not really that interested in going off and designing, you know, a giant office building or something. It's homes for me because they're so personal and they're so intimate. I hope we're learning. You know, I hope that we can look back and see that the homes we're doing in 2030, when we're there, are so much better put together and the details are better and we're exploring new ideas and new materiality. And I'd love to be building houses in different places around the world. And, you know, as I'll be getting a little older then, so maybe I can combine it with vacation, you know, with the so
McClean Jr. can take over.
Oh, we'll hope there'll be a McClean Jr. taking over.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for your time today, Paul. I
Thank you.
You're busy, so it was an honor to get to have this moment with you. And I know it's very rare because you're only giving us this time because it's COVID and you can't leave your house. But you are an inspiration, and you guys heard it here first. He is hooked on homes, so we're going to see a lot more from Paul McClean. Thank you, Paul. Really
Thank you. I appreciate everyone logging on. I really do. Thanks again.
Bye,
Bye.
Paul. Oh, my God. Paul's amazing.